What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Yakuza Like a Dragon, the show that actually drops tomorrow. Now, let me be real with you. Let me level with you. About a week or two ago, I actually kind of forgot this thing existed in the first place, and I thought, oh, shoot, that comes out like late October. I remember telling that to a friend where it's like, oh, my dear God, I have to catch up on like Penguin and stuff, and it's like, okay, I got to watch this show. I got to see what in God's name is going to happen here. But then, little did I know, I thought it came out this Friday. So I go up, I search it online. No, turns out, I think tomorrow morning, actually. So by the time you guys are watching this video, 12 hours, depending on maybe where you are in the world, this show drops. And I gotta be real, as time has gone on, like, am I still excited to a degree? Yes, I really am. But on the other side of things, I actually am pretty worried. I am at the peak level of worriness that I've ever been with this show. And something just feels off with it. You know, I don't know, and I could be eating my words in 24 hours, and I want to be. I want to watch this show and give you guys a review. I'd probably do a review on this channel, by the way, and I want to say the greatest things possible about this show. But I feel like, and I've said this to a couple people, and they've agreed. Now, it's a small sample size, so I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about this. Every time we've seen it, to me, I get more worried. Like, something feels more and more off the more we see it. Like, I don't know, like when we first saw Majima and there was like the 4 pictures of him, Saejima was with him in one of the pictures, something felt off about it. And it feels more and more like it could be cosplayers like pretending to do Yakuza than like a legitimate Yakuza show. I don't know, it could be like we heard a while ago that it's another one of those examples where the actors were told to like not play specifically, right? And I mean, I probably have said this before, but I want to say it again because who knows? I could be on the money with this in 24 hours, or I could be very wrong, but at least we can check myself, right? But I will say this. Like, if you don't want to play the game, I still kind of actually have a problem with that, but okay, whatever. When you're explicitly told not to, you know what I mean? When you're going in to play Kiryu or Majima or whatever, and you are told to not see what these characters are like, I know the idea is because, like, you don't want that, like, in your head. I get that, but I actually don't. Well, I hear that. I hear people saying that. I hear that in my head. I don't really understand that. I don't know, I'm not an actor, but I feel like if you're going into a role, you should know what this character is. You don't have to play him exactly like that. Nobody's saying go out there and do a one-to-one impression of Kiryu from Yakuza 0. Maybe that's what they're doing, but probably not, right? So it's like nobody's telling you to do that. But I feel you could take that info in and then say, okay, maybe I'll take a little bit of that. Maybe I won't take some of it. Maybe I had some of my own ideas, and you kind of blend it in with your performance of that character because that is the character. Like, if you're going in and you're trying to do it without any knowledge of and also, like, if the showrunners don't care and anybody, like, executive-wise doesn't care, then you are just cosplaying. You're not actually, I think, like, taking it and making it real, making it, like, lifelike. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, you guys can yell at me in the comments. You know, that has stuck with me ever since we heard about it. But, like, here we are a day before, and I was checking, like, is there reviews to this thing? Like, it doesn't seem like it. Now, again, I just checked. Maybe it comes out later. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. But I can't find anything. So it's like there's no early access reviews from what I can tell. This just drops, like, tomorrow. Like, it's showtime, right? And I don't know, just as we get closer and closer, like, I get more and more worried. I really don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. I want them to. I want this show to be good, and I'm going to watch it regardless. But if they really start, if there's disrespect involved, I'm going to be pretty upset. And again, I mean, we don't have long, like, to figure this stuff out. We don't have to wait all that long, right? Again, like, the best case scenario is everything I'm saying is just worrisome to be worrisome, and then it turns out where I got myself worked up for nothing, right? Where it's like, okay, no, they actually know what they're doing. It's not a faithful retelling of anything, but, you know, they're doing their own thing. It actually is really good. I want that, and that it could happen like that. But on the other side of things, it could be, okay, this is a disgrace. This is actually like a crime against Yakuza. And honestly, bad timing because, you know, this series is picking up, I think, enormous amount of steam. And, you know, you have the Pirate in Hawaii coming out in February. But even just what you've gotten recently with Seven and then Infinite Wealth, like, Infinite Wealth is not my favorite. I've talked about that game quite a bit in turn. Also, like a 45-minute review I did on that game. It's special, but it's not the best of the series. In fact, I actually kind of think it was going backwards in some ways. But I do think in terms of like audience, like enjoyment and just like recognition of the brand, it's at an all-time high. Like this, it is the time to do a show. Or you know what I mean? Like it's just everything is coming to a head. People know about this. It's selling faster than the game before, right? Like it's more popular. It might not be better, but it's definitely at its peak in terms of, or close to its peak in terms of popularity. So hopefully they do it right, because this is a bad time to hurt the brand too, right? Like this is an all-time high. The show, I don't know. I actually don't know how like general people would look at it though, right? Because it's like, okay, if the show is god-awful, is that going to change my opinion literally at all about like the Majima game or whatever comes next and next? Honestly, no. Actually, it doesn't impact it at all. But it's just not a great time, I think, from like a general consumer to release a bad product. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. I don't know actually how to like put it. And maybe I haven't been explaining it right, but just something as we've gotten closer feels more and more off. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure as always you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.